This warehouse contains thousands of kilograms of food. It's operated by the Second Harvest Food Bank of Central Florida, a southern U.S. state. The agency collects the surplus from restaurants and supermarkets and distributes it to people who need emergency food supplies.
That's a little treat.
Dave Krepko runs this organization, which has handed out more than 8.5 million kilos of food over the last 12 months, reaching about 54,000 people per week.
I've been involved in food banking for 16 years, and I have never seen anything close to this outside of outright disaster relief times. What we have now is a disaster, and that's not an exaggeration.
Krepko says the economic downturn has triggered a surge in the number of people unable to feed themselves. He says the hardest hit are the elderly, who have seen their retirement investments dwindle in the volatile stock market, and children, who make up 1 in 4 of all recipients of this food. Krepko says even middle-class workers are asking for help after losing their jobs.
I never dreamt that I would ever see people, blue-collar and white-collar, searching for emergency food to tide them over.
Total charitable giving in the U.S. topped $300 billion in 2007 for the first time in history, while the Center on Philanthropy at Indiana University says that was a 4% yearly increase. It finds donations grow more slowly during economic hard times. Still, one industry group finds many fewer charities reported revenue increases last year, even as demand increases.
Thanks for calling 211 United Way. How may I help you?
This telephone hotline helps people find assistance with food, rent, and utilities. Calls are up 40% this year.
There are many people in our community who are really 1 or 2 paychecks away from having a serious problem.
Robert Brown heads the Heart of Florida United Way, which operates this hotline and provides funding for other non-profit organizations. He says even agencies that have not seen a drop in financial contributions are struggling.
They're all being hit with the same thing, and that is record demand for services. And even if they have stable resources, that just means they're behind.
At the Second Harvest Food Bank, cash and food donations continue to stack up, but the agency has suffered losses of its own on the stock markets. And as the food bank continues to ship out to help hungry people in Florida, agencies such as this one predict demand for their services will only increase as the economic slowdown in the U.S. grinds on. Steve Mort for VOA News, Orlando, Florida.